Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we thought to bring a video on car finance. If you are struggling to buy your dream car, we think this video will be helpful for you. Okay, first we have to understand what is car finance. So car finance is a simple form of finance which is available for you to buy a car. So this is a kind of a loan which is available through the bank. So we have to check whether we are eligible for car finance, and we can do this easily using the bank app that we are using, and I'm going to show it later on in this video as well, how to check the eligibility and how much you are eligible for. And there's another important thing that I have to mention. Your car finance amount and the eligibility will be depend on the credit score. Therefore, make sure you build up your credit score to a satisfactory level. So especially when it comes to immigrants, when you arrive in the UK and when you open up your bank accounts at the initial stage, you might not be eligible for any car finance because that is the initial stage, and once you have developed or improved your credit score, you will be eligible for car finance. Therefore, keep checking the eligibility, as it will be eligible once your credit score is improved to a satisfactory level. So keep that in mind and keep checking. And then there are few important things that we have to know about the car finance, including advantages and disadvantages of car finance. So when it comes to the advantages, the main advantage of car finance is you can go for your dream car even though you don't have sufficient funds, because this finance is available for you. You can use the finance as a loan and then you can go for your dream car. That is the main advantage. However, when it comes to the disadvantages, the main disadvantage of car finance is you have to pay a considerable amount of interest in this car finance option. So obviously at the end of the repayments, or at the end of repayment, or at the end of the plan, amount you paid will be higher than the real value of the car. That is because of the interest. So basically the difference is the interest. So that is a disadvantage of car finance. So it is up to you to decide whether you are going to go for car finance or not, depending on the advantages and disadvantages. However, if you decide to go for car finance option, then again you have to understand two important things, because there are two options under car finance which are known as hire purchase and PCP. So you have to understand the difference between hire purchase and PCP. So when it comes to hire purchase, the main point is that you will get the legal ownership of the car at the end of the plan. That means once you have paid all the installments, you will be the legal owner of the car, which allowing you to either further use it or to sell it. But when it comes to PCP, it is slightly different, because when you do the installments or the repayments, you are paying only a portion from the value of the car. So because of that reason, if you want to own the car at the end of the plan, you will have to pay a lump sum amount, which is a considerable amount, which is called the balloon payment. And also the other disadvantage of PCP is that there will be mileage restrictions, as well as you might have to pay for damages. So there are restrictions in PCP because you are paying only a portion from the value of the car. But when it comes to hire purchase, there are no restrictions like mileage restrictions. You can use your car for your own purposes according to your wish. So these are the two main differences between hire purchase and PCP. So obviously if you are planning to own the car at the end of the repayment period, I would recommend you to go for the hire purchase option, right? So once you have decided for which option you are going to go, you can check the eligibility and the amount of eligibility using the app, as I mentioned at the start of the video. So I will show you how to check your eligibility using the Lloyds Bank app. However, you can use whatever the bank account app you are using. So but for example, I am going to show you the Lloyds Bank app to check the eligibility for car finance. So you can log into your bank account. So I'm going to use the Lloyds Bank app. Log into the app and there's an option for apply. Once you click on apply, you can see loans and car finance. So click on loans and car finance. Then there's a section for car finance which you have to click now. Then the new page will be open up for car finance, and once you scroll down in the page you can find a section for haven't found a car yet. I am going to use that section because at this moment we have not found a car and we just need to know the amount of car finance that we are eligible for. Therefore I click on get a quick quote. Then there will be a question, have you found the car you want to buy? So as I mentioned earlier, I say no for this because at this moment we have not found a car, and click on get a quote. Then there will be your quote which says your quick quote. Under the quote there are two options, the first one for PCP and the second one for hire purchase. So first one is the personal contract purchase, and the amount is different from the second one, which is hire purchase. So now you know how much you are eligible under the two plans. Then when you scroll down, there's an option for how much does the car cost. So as an estimated figure, you can put the value of the car that you are planning to buy. Even though if you don't know the exact price, you can put an estimated figure, and then you can get the amount of monthly installments and the interest rate as a quotation. That's the purpose of this page. So as an example, I put the amount, or how much does the car cost, as £15,000, and make sure you put the amount less than or equal to the amount you got eligible in the previous step. Because say for an example, I was eligible only for 20,000 under hire purchase, and if I'm going to put as 30,000 as the car cost, I will not be able to get the approval for the car finance, because this says that I am eligible only for £20,000. Then make sure you put the amount less than that eligible amount to get the approval. Otherwise there's a less chance of approving. So I use 15,000 as an example, and the next question is how much deposit do you want to pay. So this is about the down payment. So you can go with a zero down payment as well, but if you think it is better to put a down payment in order to reduce the monthly installments, you can put a down payment according to your capacity and according to your wish. For this example, I don't put any amount for down payment. I will keep it zero and move forward. And then the next question is how many months do you want to take to repay your finance. So it gives you 12 to 60 months. But remember, if you are going for a PCP plan, the maximum amount of installments that you can get is only 49 months. You can't go for 60 months under PCP plan, but if it is a hire purchase, you can go for 60 months. So as I'm going to check for hire purchase, I have put the number of installments as 60 months. Then you can click on get a quote. Then I will get this quotation for both options, PCP and hire purchase, but you can see here the PCP option is not available. The reason is that I entered 60 months as the repayment period, but for PCP, as I mentioned, you can have a maximum of 49 months for installments. Because of that reason, PCP plan is not available, but the hire purchase is available. You can see the monthly repayments is 331.07 for 60 months period. So I have to pay 331.07 per month if I am buying a car worth 15,000 without paying any down payment. So that is the simple meaning of this monthly installment. And when you scroll down, you can see the personalized interest rate that has been given to me, and then the features are also given. So the first one is choose a car from an approved car dealer. So this is important. So there are car dealers who are not approved, therefore make sure you go for an approved car dealer to get this car finance option. And then the next point, as I mentioned earlier, you will own the car at the end of the agreement because this is a hire purchase agreement. And then you can see there are no mileage limits because this is a hire purchase agreement. You can use your car for your own interest according to your wish. And then chance of approval is likely. So most probably this car finance will be approved for you. That's why it says likely. So this is a quotation that I took for myself. So you can do these steps so that you can get an estimated quotation. The next thing is, once you have decided which car you are going to buy, then the steps will be slightly different, because this was taken saying that we have not yet decided which car we are going to buy. Once you have gone to the dealer and you have chosen the car, you can change the answer for the question. So in that question, when they ask, have you found the car you want to buy, you can click on yes. So click on yes, and there will be more questions regarding the car, including the registration number and the other information. So answer the questions according to the instructions in the app, and within few seconds you will get the approval for your car finance once all the information are completed. So the approval happens online, you don't need to go anywhere. So once you get the approval, that means the bank agrees to pay the amount to the car dealer. So you won't get the money to your account, the bank straight away pay it to the car dealer. So at that point, the car dealer will agree to give you the car. So that means on the same day you can take your car home. So however, the loan is provided to you by the bank, therefore the agreement or the finance agreement is between you and the bank. The monthly installments will need to be paid to the bank, so it will be taken out from your bank account as a direct debit. So that is how the car finance works. I hope this video helped you to understand more about car finance, and thank you for watching, and we'll come back to you soon with a new video.